What's up, everybody? Nate Sarantino here, back with another episode of the Guide Spirits podcast. And today I'm going to talk about why having an open mind is so important and what the keys to being open-minded are. So, first, let me talk about why it's important. The power of an open mind is going to let you learn so much faster. And you have to be able to take in as many levels of input as possible and be able to see from other people's perspectives, which means you can't just be stuck in your ways. Having a really strict, concrete, paradigm can be one of the most impactful things on a person. It can be really good, or it can be really bad. Let me give you an example of good. If you are always positive, and no matter how bad a situation gets, you always see the light in it. You always see that things will get better, and someone comes to you and they're like, what are you, you ruined your life, and you're just well, I actually feel great. I see all these things going for me. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. That might be a paradigm you want to keep, the paradigm of positivity, where no matter what's going on, there are positives in it. Or a paradigm you might want to lose is eating healthy, this isn't for me. The idea that I don't need to change my diet because I'm gonna die anyways. Of course, everyone's gonna die, technically speaking. It's the idea of how long do you actually want to live? Do you want to have a short life or a long life? Do you want to increase the life expectancy of yourself through eating high nutritional foods that are going to add to your body and help you thrive and do the most with the time that you have? Or are you just going to let time go by and enjoy everything? Realistically, too much pleasure is pain. So if you're going about life in that paradigm, it's going to hurt you. This is why you got to be open-minded. This is the key. You have to see what other people can see. And this is why perspective is everything. You don't need to be someone else, but you have to be able to see from a whole new point of view. And you don't even have to be in agreement with them. So say you have someone who bring it to politics, someone who thinks the government should be regulating the open market, and some people who think that the open market should just be completely free. It's you can agree to disagree, and you can just separate yourselves, and you can have people with regulation on one area, people without on another area. And it's the whole idea is somehow it's gonna self-regulate itself, just like humans do. You somehow are gonna bring about some core beliefs or core values in your head, and you're gonna end up self-regulating, and that self-regulation turns into government, and that turns into society. So it all comes down to being open-minded to new ideas. You're never gonna evolve and grow without being open-minded. And I guess this is where I want to bring in the next part of the podcast, where if you want to grow faster, you have to be open-minded. Meaning, if you are doing something and everyone thinks it's a bad idea, you should be open-minded to it. And this is something I've been going through with the crypto thing, and it's just been a fucking pain in my ass, but I had to grow past my own pride. And many times in my life, I've had to let go of myself in the form of my ego, and this has been really hard because I had a lot of faith in what I was doing, and it wasn't working out in my favor, and I had to just call it quits before things got worse. And now I'm at the point where I'm oh shit, I'm gonna have to go get a job, and I'm trying to figure out all right, do I go do something in sales where I get paid based on my effort and how good I am at it, or do I go work an hourly wage again? I'm in this internal discussion right now, and I personally think I'm going to go do sales, and it's because way back when I was against doing that because I thought it was just better to just get your money and you don't need to work as hard. But now I realize from being open-minded to other people and understanding the other perspective is like, if you work a certain amount, you can outwork other people and make more money than other people. Like, you get your hours capped, but if you're getting paid by the quantity that you're putting out, like how many sales you do by commission, you're gonna make more money, and it's as simple as that. So what should you do? You should go through it like this, and just go make your money. This is what I'm gonna do. And the whole point is, like, you got to stay open-minded. If you want to grow and you want to become a better person for you and for the entirety of the human race and everything around you, this open-mindedness is key. And this, like, not being open-minded is just so detrimental to your growth, to your development as a human being. I believe in reincarnation fully, and I believe that a big key of becoming a better human being in each life is adopting new values and new beliefs and letting your beliefs and your values evolve as you grow. And if you're not growing and evolving in your mind, in your mindset, your mentalities, the way you see the world, like, it's so sad. And that's why the truth is really the only thing that will set you free. And you have to be open to it. You can't deny the truth of its existence. Like, when something is not what you want, like, the truth can hurt so bad. And once again, it's just like, when I realized I wasn't going to be making any money with all this, like, crypto, like, garbage I got into, I was like, oh shit, like, this is not good. And I had to suck it up and figure out a different way to go about what I wanted to do. Like, I thought I was going to be able to make good money doing this, and not everything works exactly as planned. And I'll end up making a podcast in the near future on, like, why you have to make a shit ton of mistakes before one thing goes right. But if you have any common sense, you'll end up realizing this, that 99 out of 100 things are gonna fail, and then you'll get one thing that you actually went all into that will work, and this is gonna be your ticket to freedom. And you just gotta figure out what that thing is, and then just go all in on it. And that's exactly what I do here on this podcast. It's just go all in and help people become free thinkers, help people grow and evolve into their best selves. The whole point is to open other people's minds with my words, to provoke thought. Like, I love the most controversial topics on my podcast, like the episode on immortality and if it's true. Like, that I love, because, like, if you listen to that, like, it's gonna make you think, like, could it be possible? Like, if you actually go through everything I said and do some research yourself, you're gonna start realizing, like, shit, like, he's actually talking about some real stuff here. Like, there's substance behind his words. It's not just random shit coming out of his mouth. And I really firmly believe that everyone on this planet could become the highest version of themselves in this life, and with the eternal soul that you have through knowledge, you can keep your body healing and just, like, heal your genes. And once you understand how to heal your genetics, you can heal any part of your body and manipulate your body in any way that you please. It's as simple as that. But the whole point is to be open-minded. If you're not being open-minded, you're going to lose out on a big chunk of life, which is the knowledge. Knowledge does not come from being closed-minded. Knowledge comes from seeking other people and figuring out why they do what they do. What beliefs do they have, and why do they have these beliefs? And then if you can understand other people's beliefs, you can figure out if you also can use that belief to make yourself better. That's the whole point. If your beliefs aren't making you better, then you probably should adjust what you're believing, because it's just kind of like one of those things, like, making you better and then making the whole better at the same time is the goal. It's like, you can believe you're doing the right thing for yourself and have a really egotistical view of life where, like, if only I succeed, then, like, everything's good. But, like, if you are all by yourself at the top, it kind of sucks. And there's not everyone's going to want to make it up there, but, like, there are going to be other people who also have that mentality that they want to strive for personal excellence. And this is where being open-minded really comes into play, is that like level of personal excellence and becoming the best version of yourself. So with that, thank you for listening. My name was Nate Sorrentino, and this was the Guided Spirits Podcast.